With the release of the live-action show, I decided to cover the mysterious Faye Valentine from the hit classic anime Cowboy Bebop. She's a third core member to join the team, and does so in a rather controversial way.
You creeps aren't getting any ideas, are you?
With that, here are my reasons why Faye Valentine is Space Cowgirl Material. Some mild spoilers for the anime. Unlike the live-action series, Faye Valentine makes her appearance in the third episode of the anime, where she's quote-unquote convinced by a criminal boss to work as a casino dealer in order to obtain a special chip. With nicknames like Lady Luck, Poker Alice, and Queen of Hearts, she uses her skills to empty the pockets of all who approach her. She was even able to empty the pockets of her main man Spike, who by coincidence decided to keep his last chip, thus ruining her plans in the process. With this level of skill, you should never challenge Faye to a game of chance. That's because she'll clean you out for everything you've got, including the shirt on your back. Thankfully, Spike's too smart for her games.
He just had a run of bad luck.
He just didn't know about this.
Appearance-wise, Faye's a classic anime beauty, drawn in that sharp 90s art style.
I like those shades, man.
I like everything you got.
She's got short violet hair that's held in place by a yellow headband, which is also accompanied by a nice pair of legs, which are covered by stockings. As someone with such a big appetite, it's any wonder that Faye Valentine can maintain that amazing figure of hers. Anyway, as for the rest of her outfit, she can only be seen wearing a yellow button half shirt that's matched by some really short shorts. On top of all this, she wears a red jacket stylishly draped around her arms. As the series progresses, we do end up seeing Faye in a variety of costumes, and let's face it, she looks good in pretty much anything. This beauty of hers, along with her acting skills, is enough to get into the pockets of any man. Well, almost. However, she does have the tendency to break character once in a while.
Ugh. So why would a man like you become a bounty hunter? Since you're so rich, I mean you have such a comfortable lifestyle.
While she is an amazing drawing herself, she isn't exactly the artistic type.
Yeah?
That's really unique, Faye. That a mugshot or your version of Picasso?
Now, despite being described by Spike as a tomboy, Faye still has her usual feminine routines, which is probably what keeps her looking so young. Speaking of her age, during one of the earlier episodes, we learned that Faye is actually over 70 years old and still looking great, thus making her the hottest granny in the universe. Now, if ever there was a downside to Faye Valentine, it would have to be the enormous debt she's accrued.
200K is chump change. It's nothing compared to what I've lost.
As a member of the past generation, she was diagnosed with an untreatable disease and was kept frozen, only to be treated and woken up a whole lifetime later. And it doesn't come cheap. Now, like any healthcare system, they can get really expensive. This combined with the power of compound interest results in a total debt of over 300 million wulongs. On top of that, she even inherited some more debt from one of her late love interests. As somebody is constantly looking over her shoulder, it's no surprise that Miss Valentine knows how to take care of herself. She's an excellent pilot, able to do complicated maneuvers and dodge incoming projectiles. She does all this in her trusty spaceship, which by the way has a remote control function, useful for a quick getaway. Though at times she can get a little carried away.
This is not a repair shop, all right, Faye? Don't just come back here when you've thrashed your ship.
When the gun isn't pointed at her, Faye's an excellent shot, able to take out moving vehicles with a well-placed bullet. And she even knows how to handle a submachine gun. When caught without a weapon, Faye has excellent hand-to-hand skills and isn't scared of fighting big groups. Also, she can really throw a punch. During one of the earlier episodes, the gang finds a beta tape, which if you're too young to know, is how they watched movies back in the 90s. Now, if you do get your hands on one, do me a favor and never do this to your tapes. And especially this.
That isn't helping, Spike.
It's not? Huh.
Anyway, after going through quite an ordeal to find the proper player, the gang discovers that the tape contains a clip of a young Faye Valentine with a message to herself.
Be all right! Do your best, don't lose me! Do your best!
Definitely someone you want to have in your corner. So what do you think of Faye Valentine? Would you want to have her as part of your crew? Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on Faye Valentine, our favorite space granny. See you, Space Cowboy.